Hello YouTubers, and this is One Man Army back with another World of Tanks video. Today I'm just going to be doing a basic tutorial of everything you need to know to really get started in the game. Alright, so this is the garage. This is the first thing you come to once you've logged in and everything. Down below you'll have three tanks. Or a bunch of tanks. It'll be these little tier 1s, so you can pick any of them. The Like Tractor, the Renault MS1, that's the Chinese one. We're going to be using this one today, which is just the German one. Now, there are different countries, so if you go up into Tech Tree, and you click that, over on this left hand side you've got all the different countries of tanks. You've got USA, Britain, Germany, France, China, Russia. Actually that's China, that's Russia. And then within that you've got the different trees. So you've got the light tank tree, and you can see this is light tanks because it's got that little the symbol, which is just a diamond. So it's light tank, light tank, light tank, light tank, and then this is a medium tank because you see it's two rectangles. So that goes all the way up, and then it turns into a heavy tank up here. And then you've got which is the tank destroyer, and that's the upside down triangle. Tank destroyers go all the way along up to here. Now you start off, each country has one tier 1 tank, and then you research the next tanks up from that. So if you click into that, you've got the tech tree for just that one tank. So we'll start with the German one, which is what we're going to be doing today, which is the Like Tractor, or the L Tractor, or the LOL Tractor as people call it. So as you do a battle, by clicking up here in the tank, you will earn experience points like most games, which you can then use to research things. So you can research new guns, turrets, radios, engines, tracks, etc. Depending on what you research, then you'll be able to research different tanks, so tank destroyers, artillery, light tanks, etc. So generally you just kind of want to research most stuff so that your tank gets better, because obviously this gun is better than this gun. As you can see, the average penetration and damage is lower, but the accuracy is lower, but the fire rate is a lot higher, so damage per minute is a lot higher. Right, so that's tech tree. So you equip modules, or research them there, and you can also buy them there. Now if you click up here, back up to the garage, this down here, when you've selected your tank, are all your modules. So you've got your gun, turret, engine, tracks, and radio. You can then select which gun you want. These guns, if they're researched, you can just buy them using credits. Now credits, as you can see up here, I have this many credits. Credits are what you earn in battles. It's just the money of the game, so you use it to buy new tanks and new equipment for your tanks and everything. So then you can buy new turrets, and as you change, the look of your tank will change as well. So I've got this turret on there. If I put this turret on there, see, the tank changes the look. So your tank actually does change, and it's quite satisfying as you change. So I'll put that one back on there. You can also buy equipment, which is very expensive. You won't be using that until you've gotten up to higher level tanks. It just provides pretty good bonuses, plus 10 to view range, etc., aiming speed. Then you've got your supplies. So ammunition, you only have a certain amount of ammunition per match. So you can bring that down if you want to save money, but it could just fill it up. Then you've got consumables, which cost quite a lot of money. Fire extinguishers, or these heal injured crew members. It's all pretty self-explanatory, and you buy them, but they're only one use per match. Then over here, yeah, those are just consumables. Alright, so as you do each battle, you earn experience, which will appear up in here, and then you can click that to just research stuff for your tank. You also earn credits here, and you also earn free experience. Now, the experience you earn in each tank, you can use just to research parts of the tank, like guns specifically on the tank, or the next tank up for that. But when you gain free experience, which will gain a small amount each battle relative to the amount you gain on each tank, you can use that on any tank you want. So you can use that to research it on a tank you've never even played before. Yep. Then you've got your crew members over here. As you do more battles, their percentage levels will go up, and they'll gain extra skills. But that just kind of happens pretty much automatically. This is platoon, so you can do like co-op with people in your battles. There's also tank companies, all sorts of stuff that you don't really need to worry about. First thing you just need to do is get your tank. So you know, your tank will be down here. You just click on the one you want. These tanks are higher tiers. So there's tier 10 tanks, which are the highest. This is the one of the German tier 10 tanks. And then there's tier 8 tanks, tier 9 tanks, tier 5 tanks, etc. Basically, you just get more armor, more speed, and more better gun each time. Then you've got artillery, which is almost completely different. It has no armor, it's often quite slow, and I'll do another artillery video for this later, but it's a completely different game system. Instead of actually like looking down sights and shooting at people, you get like an overhead god view and you just drop shells on people. It's lots of fun. So we'll be playing with the L tractor today. I'm just going to show you one battle to show you how it works. So once everything's ready, you still say ready for battle once you've got ammunition and everything, and you just click, I'm in a platoon, you just click random battle and it'll put you into the matchmaker. This shows you, it'll quickly put you in a battle. If you can see here, there's 2 teams in World of Tanks. Each has 15 players. Blue is tank destroyers, white is just normal tanks. I'm using a special mod which gives me player skill. Basically the higher any of the numbers are, the better they are, and chances to win up the top. So this is the map. You all start off at your base, which if you look down at the minimap in the bottom right hand corner, down here, this is our base, this is their base, and there is this big field in the middle, just over here. Basically, if you cross that, because there's enemy tanks just over here, they're just going to shoot you and you're going to die. So most people choose to go up onto the hill up here, which is all the way over there.
Time to roll out.
Which is where I'm going to be going. So your team basically just chooses wherever they want to go, and it's basically just a straight up team deathmatch. There is no respawning though. Once you die, your tank is destroyed and you have to wait till the end of the battle before you can play with it again. That's why it's good to have multiple tanks. Movement with WASD, aiming with right mouse. As you can see, different turret turn speeds will, obviously it'll turn different. The big blue circle is your accuracy, so if I fire, the bullets can go anywhere in that circle. As you can see, they all spread around quite a lot. This gun is like a machine gun, so it fires burst fire. You don't get that at higher tier, it's all single shot at higher tier and much higher caliber. But as you can see, this is a much smaller gun, so it fires like that. Yeah, so as you can see with the team, most of them are choosing to camp at base. Camp at base just over here, and we've seen some enemy tanks over there. So we're probably going to lose this, because nobody is choosing to go up onto the hill over here. But yeah, there's an enemy tank just there. They appear in red, your allies in white. The numbers that appear over your allied tanks, the damage that they're taking, and you'll see red numbers over enemies, which is the damage they're taking, like that. Now I might be able to shoot him if I stop, and then scroll to zoom, and then keep scrolling in, and you'll zoom in. And then fire, I missed. I got him, but they're bouncing off, because he's a tier 2 tank and I'm only a tier 1 tank, so they're bouncing off. As you can see, there's another enemy tank up here, and another tank down here, so plenty of tanks everywhere. I'm going to shoot at him now. Nope. Not doing any damage there, they're all bouncing off. Because it's a tank game, obviously if your enemy has more armor than your gun can penetrate, you're just going to bounce off. And because it's a machine gun, it doesn't have particularly good penetration or damage on this. And I'm getting shot at a lot now. I did good damage with that.
Enemy is hit. They're hit. Enemy is hit. We've had it. Let's get out of here.
And I got destroyed. When you get shot, your HP goes down here. You take critical damage and everything. Your drivers, everything. Your crew members can die and your modules can die until you get destroyed. And then your tank looks like this, and then you have to either wait till the end of the battle, or you can click escape, and then back to garage, and yeah. So that's basic tutorial for World of Tanks. You pick up a lot of it just by playing, and yeah, so hope you enjoy the game. Till next time.